What's up, AfterBuzzers? Welcome to the original Season 3, Episode 18, The Devil Comes Here and Sighs. But there will be no sighing tonight because we have an exciting after show for you guys. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Pleased to meet you.
I get so excited just looking at your facial expressions even before the show because Katie Campbell, my co-host, is the most expressive host there is at AfterBuzz.
Hi, guys.
Like, beforehand, you're just sitting there. I can see how excited you get to talk about this show.
Oh, I love it. I love this show.
I know you do. I know. That's why I get texts at 2 in the morning from you all the time.
I know. She does.
Where can everybody find you if they want to know how much you love this show?
Yes, tweet me, you guys. You can find me on Twitter at Katie E.E. Campbell. That's Katie with 3 E's Campbell.
And you guys can find me everywhere at Roxy Striar. You can find us at AfterBuzz TV, AfterBuzzTV.com, YouTube.com/AfterBuzzTV, on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and by the way, we're missing our very own chat mistress right now,
Yes.
Tiana Hobson. And so, you know, our communication with you guys, she like cut it off. She said we weren't allowed to talk to you because you were her friends.
I know.
It's kind of mean of her, right?
I know. I'm a little upset.
I'm just kidding, but make sure that you guys keep in touch with her too. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. She's at the Tiana Hobson, which is really, really exciting to get into this episode tonight.
Yeah, and wait, before we get into the episode, isn't there a new show coming out?
Yes, there is, and you want to know what? Fans of this show are going to love it, and here's why. Because on Tuesday, April 19th, on the CW, it's coming, and there is no cure. The greatest enemy comes from within, from co-creator of the Vampire Diaries, Julie Plec. Woo! We love you, Julie.
Yeah.
And Emmy Award-winning director of Game of Thrones comes the riveting outbreak thriller, Containment. When a mysterious and deadly epidemic breaks out in Atlanta, a massive urban quarantine is quickly enforced. Loved ones will be torn apart, and those on both sides of the fence will be put to the ultimate test of survival. Not just fighting disease, but fear, isolation, and the unknown. But is the virus an act of Mother Nature, terrorism, or something far more sinister? The truth will not be contained. Secrets begin to unravel, society begins to crumble, but unlikely heroes will rise. Ordinary people will defy the most extraordinary odds. Don't miss the most utterly terrifying yet highly anticipated new series, Containment. The must-see limited series event premieres Tuesday, April 19th. Catch it only on the CW. That's Tuesday, April 19th. Very excited to watch our girl Julie Plec's new show. I know you've been looking out for this one for a long time.
Yes, I can't wait. And we have some of the actors. We have Christopher Wood, who played Kai on
Yeah.
Vampire Diaries, and then Dahlia is going to be in it, too.
CW always takes care of their own. They cycle through these actors, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of taking care of their own, the Vampire Diaries spun off to the originals. The originals is why we are here tonight. So let's get into this episode. Starting off with a psychopath. I think it's fair to call her that. Do you remember a few weeks ago when I was like, I think she might be good.
Yes.
I think there's good in her.
There will never be good in this crazy pants.
You guys were right. I was very wrong. Oh my psycho.
Yeah, you can set her off with just the smallest little word, too.
I know, but tonight was the scariest I've seen from her ever. Like, I have been, okay, kind of she does this for love. Maybe she has some mental issues going on. We don't know exactly why she's been stored away. Now, no more excuses. Like, her, we'll get there, but her throwing Cammy in that room, oh my God.
Yeah, and it's confusing because I really do believe she still loves Klaus.
I know, I agree. Okay, so she decides that she is going to play along with Lucien's little game. Kind of broke my heart a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
You feel bad for Lucien.
I know that you're the lover of love and I'm supposed to be the jaded one, but Katie, come on.
No, like, can he not be this dumb by offering this to her? She has not wanted to go with you for years, thousands of years, right? So what would change her mind now?
Well, because people are attracted to power. And I think he finally realized, he was like, okay, every tactic I have done thus far has not worked out. I have tried to get Aurora through this way and through her brother and being mean and being horrible. But now I'm the most powerful person or creature on the planet. She's got to love me. I really
Yeah.
think in his twisted brain, he thought that by giving her this vial, she would love him.
But when her and Klaus fell in love years ago, did she know about Klaus at first? In the flashbacks, she didn't, right? She just...
When we look at the flashbacks, Katie, we're looking at a different person. She is no longer that Aurora. I don't think so, because that's what was giving me hope for her character.
Oh.
That's why I kept saying to you guys, no, there's good in her. No, I see it.
Yeah, but even back then, she wanted to kill herself to be with Klaus. Like, she wanted to take it that far.
I still felt like there was a spark with her and Klaus tonight. I know you're going to think I'm crazy, but when she has him and he's there, like, standing there, well, he almost looked like Jesus on the frickin' crucifix at this point. Like,
He did, with
it
those
was scary.
shackles.
Yeah, it was very scary, but I felt like maybe he's getting to her.
Yo, you know what's really crazy about him being on those shackles, too? It's created by ancient Egyptians, and no supernatural can get out of that. And Lucien said, I've been planning for this moment. I've been stocking up on all these things. So it makes me think, what else does he have in his little treasure box?
I know, and the only thing I can think of in terms of treasure boxes that would rival this is maybe Cammie's with her dark objects.
Yeah.
But we've seen Lucien's had these trunks of things, and we don't know exactly what he's making cures for, all the
Yeah.
things he's working on. I don't think we know all of his secrets, even at this point.
No.
I think he's still hiding things.
Yeah. He's not going to lay it out all on the table for Aurora.
Yeah, definitely not. But anyway, Aurora has Klaus. I was surprised with how, I guess I'm going to call it low, he really goes here.
Yeah, she called him pathetic. Over
Yeah.
it.
Did you think she was kind of thinking he was being honest for a little bit, or did you think she knew that he was full of crap from the start?
I think she wanted to believe those words, but I'm not an Aurora. I don't like her, but I'm so glad that she saw through that, because I just would have been really annoyed with her character if she just bought into that. Klaus saying, oh, I love you. I'll always love you.
I feel like she is blinded, though. Didn't you think for one moment she was going to be like, finally you see it too, and unchain him?
Maybe if she didn't break him by saying, you know, if I kiss you, I'll feel nothing, and kind of throw that at him once to see if he comes back again and says, no, I really do love you. And if he did, maybe then she would have unshackled him, but he didn't. He said, whatever. He started calling her names.
This was kind of a real live ship war that we watched going on here.
Yeah.
Because not only was it Klaus and Aurora, who some people even still ship, I saw on the internet. Some people still do. But then we've got the duo of Cammie and Hayley that are trying to, like, come to save the day.
I love it because Cammie, you know, she's scared. I would be scared too to go up against these vampires that have been around for forever, and she's a new vampire.
It would be stupid not to be afraid.
Yeah, because we saw her making a couple weird decisions when she first became a vampire. I think she was angry. She was trying to figure it all out in her head, but it seems like she's kind of balancing out, figuring out who she is as a vampire, and I love Cammie.
She said she likes it. She said she's liking being a vampire.
I would too.
I thought you wanted to be a wolf.
I am a wolf.
You want to be a hybrid.
Yeah,
That's
pretty much.
the dream world. We can't always get what we want, Katie. We just can't.
know.
But I agree with you that I do like when Cammie, even though she's a vampire, is humanized. Like, I see that she is dealing with all of these things and they're actually affecting her, because who wouldn't be scared crapless? Hayley has less to be afraid of. No, she hasn't been around forever, but she's a hybrid. So she can kick some serious booty.
Yeah, and I like how when they actually did go attack that whole Klaus and Aurora situation, Cammie used her smarts by going and getting something from the pharmacy, and then Hayley used her badass,
Wolf. Just badassness.
yeah.
How long did it take you to figure out what exactly the plan was here? Because she came in, she has the knife, then later on we see her with the syringe. I didn't know Hayley in the elevator. It was just a lot to piece together for me.
I think I finally got it once it all happened.
Yeah,
It was one of those scenes. But what was that knife that she had? Was that a dark object?
I think so. I definitely think so. Not trying to be rude, but that's kind of all she has to offer. Like, she didn't just grab a kitchen knife and say, yeah, okay, I've got this.
Yeah. And I love how before Klaus was captured too, he went to go see Cammy just to make sure that she was safe. And that's how Cammy, ended up finding out that Klaus was captured by Lucien because she heard them in the alleyway afterwards. But he said he cares about her.
It was a weird interaction though, because we all know she's lying about not having feelings for him, and she's trying to bite her tongue so hard. And Katie, let's just be honest. This is not my ship. It's not my ship.
But is it because of Caroline?
Yes. Yes, it is. It is because of Caroline. But here's how it goes for me. Caroline, like, number one, drink at home, guys.
Yeah.
Above all else. But oh my God, I'm going to get so much stuff for this. But I even sometimes ship Claylee.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because of the family aspect. Like, rooting against them is rooting against a mom and a dad and a child. That's how I feel sometimes. So even them I get, and even Elijah I get. But this Klaus Cammy thing, it's gotta go.
No. It's coming back.
Yeah, clearly. Well, unless she... Well, is it? Because, when you get bit by Lucien, it wouldn't be the first time Cammy died this season.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're going to figure it out.
Yeah, but I know it is your ship. So how did you feel the moment that he comes and is at the door?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was special. She said she's sorry about Finn. And I feel like deep down, Klaus has to know she cares somewhat. She's still figuring her stuff out. She's going to say something like that to him. He says things he doesn't mean. Why wouldn't he think that she might say something she doesn't mean just to protect herself, him, whatever the case is for the time being?
Well, I truly believe that she is into him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with you on that. So anyway, Cammy and Hayley, they do go. They try to save the day. It gets real messy. Like, this was not... I was kind of thinking, all right, they'll come in. They'll swoop in together. She'll dark object. Hayley will come out somewhere. That is... not what happened. And Aurora calls it out. This is where the ship war comes in. Mother of your child versus love of your life or something.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there thinking, oh my God, we're going to break the internet. Like, everybody is going to be hashtagging right now.
Yeah.
Because this was a serious choosing moment. She says, which one are you going to pick? Who do I go for first?
Well, when Hayley had her heart, she had her heart before that, right? She could have killed Aurora.
Yeah, but
she would have...
That's why she couldn't. That's why Klaus screamed. No, she took the anecdote. Or not the anecdote, but the whatever.
The potion.
Yeah, the potion. The thing to be even stronger than the original. So Hayley, if she had killed her, she would have just made this come true.
If they'd gotten there sooner.
Then she couldn't have taken it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, I don't know. How long does it take to take a potion? She hears something, she probably just, like, runs and takes it.
That's true.
But maybe. Oh gosh, what are you doing, Cammy and Hayley, showing up so late to save the day?
I know.
How rude of you guys.
When Aurora tries to throw Cammy into the room, have we seen that before?
When she says, has Klaus told you about what happens when a vampire goes in the room? I sat there racking my brain. I paused the show because I didn't want it to be spoiled for me if we hadn't seen it. And I was like, has there ever been a moment where we've seen this? I didn't even think it was physically possible.
Yeah.
So if you guys know at home, if there's ever been a moment, Steven in the booth is amazing and pulled up the chat for us. So I would love to know, honestly, if there's ever been a time, because I don't ever remember that, Katie. We've seen people bleed from their eyeballs before, which I hate.
Yes.
And this was
Gross.
like 10 times as bad as that.
Oh, she was screaming out of desperation. What does it do?
I didn't understand. Like, does it eventually kill you? Are you just incapacitated? What exactly is happening? But
does it suffocate you?
I don't know. I didn't even think you would be able to enter. I think they're saying, no, yeah, this is new. Yeah, we've never seen it before. Thanks, guys. Insanity. We've talked on this show a lot about how, in a good way, they always find loopholes for things.
Right.
And I did feel like this was a little bit of a loophole to get her in the room, because we've always been told, if you are not invited in, you simply cannot enter. It's not that you can, but it hurts. It's that you cannot.
So maybe, yeah, because we've seen like Elena on the Vampire Diaries banging through, trying to get threw something.
We've seen so many of them.
Is it just like the force that she used to throw Cammy through the room?
I don't know.
Right before she threw her too, I thought she wasn't going to, because she kind of almost did, then stopped because Klaus was desperately saying, don't.
Yeah.
Because he loves her.
I know that they want us to feel that way. I know.
Yeah.
They're pushing for it hard. They are. I know. But it was really horrible to watch. Mm-hmm. If he, at this point, had to make a decision, who do you think he would have chosen? Aurora saying, which one do I kill first? If he had to, he's forced to.
Because I'm total Camille, but I love Hayley and Klaus's relationship regardless, and I love the family thing. I root for their family. They can be a family and be cordial and whatever and get along. I love that too, so I don't even want to see him choose.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either. And that, I wouldn't have, because if he did choose Hayley, which would be the choice that I would think I would want, that is so messed up to Cammy. Like, she's always thought that he would eventually screw her over. That's why she doesn't want to be with him. All of these, the most horrible thoughts she has about him. And then if he was like, okay, I'm choosing Hayley, it would have just been icing on the cake. Like,
oh, no. I would have been mad.
what's the negative version of icing on the cake? Because that's a good thing. Like, it would have been poop on the toilet bowl.
Oh. I thought you were going to say poop on the cake. Well, that's a bad thing.
Katie, who pooped on the cake?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's like the opposite, right?
Yeah, but that'd be more of a surprise. Like, if I was trying to describe something that was really surprising, I'd be like, it'd be like finding poop on your cake. That's not like icing on the cake. Thank you. I think that means that we should get back on track a little bit. Okay, so that's going on. Meanwhile, Lucien's on his hunt to make Aurora love him by going after Elijah. Because he needs to get his brother, and if he can't get his brother, he's going to kill Elijah because his bite is deadly, and blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, this is the worst plan ever.
Did you think we were going to get Tristan back?
Not by this episode, I didn't.
Do you think he's coming back at all?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah, he's going to be found in the ocean somewhere. But I just couldn't believe Lucien thought this was a good plan. Like, yeah, let me just go. If I can't get you your brother, which, by the way, why would you bring back her brother? Her brother and you do not get along.
Well, which is why what happened when he said to Elijah, oh, at least I can tell her I tried.
Yeah.
Barely. He said, yeah, can you get Tristan back? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seriously, barely. He didn't even lift a finger. And then, I'm sorry, I know that your bite kills now, but the originals have outsmarted you for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
You really think, like, let me just go storm the castle and see what I can do here by myself? Are you kidding?
I love seeing the use of the the sigil with Freya. Combine those two words.
Hashtag frigil.
Yeah, hashtag frigil. You know, maybe she uses some more of those. No, but I love seeing the use of the sigil because it's in Supernatural all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
And it locks the demons in.
But this didn't lock him because... All right. Let's go off on a little tangent right now.
Ancestors?
Yes. You knew exactly where I was going.
I don't even know if it's the ancestors at this point. Could it be somebody else?
Has somebody possessed the ancestors? We've been watching Vampire Diaries for 6 years.
Yeah.
7 years. And this show for 3. And we've been known to think, like, trust the ancestors. The ancestors do this. The ancestors are the people you need on your side. What the heck is going on?
No, they cannot be on Lucien's side without, if they actually are trying to help him, it's because they have some kind of a plan to take him out or something.
I'm baffled.
Yeah.
I'm baffled. Either they have a plan to take him out, so either they're with Lucien and we don't know something about their intentions, or something's happened to them.
Like the actual beast. I know Lucien's the beast, right?
I mean, people have said different things.
Because I feel like there might be another beast. He wants to be the beast.
And it's Aurora or the ancestors?
No. Somebody on the other, maybe in the ancestors, maybe something going on with that. Not Aurora. Aurora's crazy. But Lucien said he wants the prophecy to come true.
Oh, and Henrique as the beast. You've said that before, too.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't get behind the fact that the ancestors
No.
in their right mind would be like, yeah, you know what, Davina, Vincent, let's go with the guy whose mom died, and also Lucien. Yeah, that's who we're putting our money on.
Yeah, because what they hate about the originals, several things and several years that they hate the Mikaelson family, but they also hated the fact that they killed people, and that's what Lucien's going to be doing. That's what I don't know, he's so strong, he can kill anybody he wants to. So how is he any better?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm confused. There better be an explanation to this ancestor thing, and knowing them, there absolutely will be. But I need to know more about what's going on there. So he does go. He tries to take out Elijah. Freya does this whole thing. Freya kind of coming in the clutch these days. Like, she is our bonbon on this show. Like, we need her. We need our resident witch. And at first, I didn't know how useful she was going to be to us, but I feel like she's really proven herself to be loyal, to be trustworthy, to be convenient, more than that, like useful, really useful.
This is all she ever wanted too, was to be with her family. And I love that she's put in charge of the deed to the house too.
Yeah, I love it. But I do not love that just because we have one blonde sister doesn't mean we have our other blonde sister. Freya is a great addition. She is not a great replacement for Rebekah, and I want to be clear about that. Because a lot of people are like, oh, great, we have a sister. Excuse you.
No, we have to have both.
Give me Claire Holt or give me death. But like a little less aggressive than that. More like give me Claire Holt or I get really sad. Or poop on the cake.
I really hope she comes back.
Yeah, me too. I really do too. And I want to see their dynamic because I do love a lot of the duos going on in the show, including Cammy and Hayley. A lot of people are shipping them as besties, and I thought that they killed it tonight.
Yeah, I love them being best friends.
Yeah, I did too. Okay, so all of this is going down. Lucien fails, but when he goes back home to check out what happened, there's a syringe on the floor, and he goes to check the tape. And this is when I feel, I know for a fact that I'm a messed up person because I start to feel for him.
No.
Yes, Katie, he's watching this tape. He hears what Aurora says about him. He knows she was using him for her brother and for the power. And I was like,
oh, he's still going to have a weakness for her because he's a fool.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, he's going to have a little bit of a wall up towards her because of this, but there's still going to be a weakness. He's always had a weakness for her. And he is a fool. Watching her pine over Klaus for this long and go crazy over Klaus. I mean, I called this whole camera thing too. I was screaming at my TV when I actually saw him go take the camera thing out. I was like, I said that because I just knew when she said.
Who'd you say it to?
Myself.
Oh,
you know, I'm talking to myself. Poor sweet Lucien, I'll never see him as more than a means to an end. Something had to get out if you said that.
Yeah, I thought maybe Klaus had a recorder in his pocket or something. This was, if you cared at all about Lucien, which I don't think people do, but if you do at all, this was heartbreaking. Because you have to it's not a good excuse, but he kind of has always been the odd man out. It's the brother and it's her, and then there's Klaus and his brothers, and like he doesn't really have his person.
Okay, well he could if he tried to play nice.
And it could have been Freya. They were all flirty and stuff.
Yeah.
He blew it.
They had chemistry.
I know. He gets pissed though, and in my opinion, rightfully so. And he decides to go after our lover of love's fave character, Cammy.
You know why he did that too, right?
Well, I'm curious why you think so.
Because Klaus takes his love, although Klaus didn't really take his love, but he is taking Aurora's attention off of him.
Yeah.
So he's going to take Klaus's.
Yeah. It's definitely that. I think he also is not ready to go after one of the originals again. Hayley is over there, and Cammy, he figures out his own loophole. All right, let's go to her apartment. Somebody has to invite me in. Stephanie. By the way, poor Stephanie. She didn't even get any airtime. Innocent bystander.
I know.
Cammy probably feels so bad about that.
That's sad.
Yeah, it is really sad.
That was really smart of Cammy, though. That
Moment
whole
of
situation.
silence for Stephanie.
Okay.
Rest in peace. Okay. Yeah. No, it is. It's definitely sad, but it also was one of the most exciting parts of the episode because was that a good bite noise?
That was.
Thanks. I tried really
That
hard to
was
practice in the
impressive.
mirror because he came in and he outsmarted Cammy and he came right in and bit her. And now even Klaus can't save her. Boom.
Okay, so there's been a lot of talk, though, about what's the anecdote?
Yeah. What's the anecdote?
For that kind of a bite.
Well,
'Cause
they're
it's-
trying to look into it right now. Freya is going to be working on it.
Well, I was thinking about it. So it's all 7 wolf packs, right?
Yep.
And Klaus is his own wolf pack, and he was curing all the bites, and Hayley's a different wolf pack. But when they made Hope, she's got 2 wolf packs in her, right?
Yeah, but if you think about Klaus's blood kills all wolf bites, not just his pack. Hayley's blood doesn't kill any wolf bites.
But because it's 7 wolf
You think
venoms.
we need the blood of 7 different wolves?
Yeah, either
maybe,
that or maybe just like a combination of some, I don't know.
maybe just some cayenne pepper.
Yeah,
You know,
because
dash some salt in there.
maybe a little bit, just some oregano. No, but seriously, I think that Hope, they showed us all these powers that Hope was possibly going to have last season, and then they haven't touched on that at all this season. So Hope still has to be super strong.
I've been kind of surprised with that too.
Yeah,
She's played so much smaller of a role than I ever thought was possible.
because they were building it up last season.
We thought she might be the beast.
Yeah.
Little do we know, she's not even a beast, a little thing. Like, she's nothing really right now.
Yeah, but she had those powers.
We thought maybe she was gonna like what's the opposite of Benjamin Button? Like,
Oh,
grow
yeah.
super fast or something.
I'm glad they're not doing
yeah,
that,
me
though.
too. Me too. What do you think about Cammy getting bitten though? Is there any shot that this is for her?
I feel like it's possible. I don't want it to be, though. I think they're going to find a way, because you have to find a way to defeat him anyway.
Because love always finds a way.
Love always prevails.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a great segue. Love always prevailing. You know where I'm going with this. Hashtag Colvina forever. I do not care what is going on with Cole and him not being able to handle himself and the ancestors messing with him. I do not care that he gets into this bar and he's like gonna kill her. I love Colvina. He would never hurt her. I love him so much. I love Cole. I love Davina. She's so happy with him. It's like the only happiness we ever get to see her have. She deserves it because she's such a little girl.
Yeah.
Oh, Katie, they're trying to take it from me. I feel it and I don't know how to stop it.
Well, they have to give you some kind of a fight from bringing him back to the dead.
Do
or from the
they?
dead. They do, because I'd be mad. I'd be like, let's bring everybody back then. There's no problem.
No, you're television wise.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. But like for my sanity, I just want Colvina.
You'll get it. I have faith that something's going to happen where we'll figure it out and they're going to be in love, because there's so much love for Colvina.
Yeah, there absolutely is. And now we've got Vincent and Davina working together. Therefore, Vincent and Cole kind of working together.
What, Vincent wants to talk sense into the ancestors. That's not going to happen.
I don't understand why he says silly things sometimes. It's like, dude, you know that's not the move.
No.
Like, that's not going to work. What are you thinking?
And speaking to the ancestors, we were talking about it earlier. Why would they want to attack Cole in such a way that he's going to become vicious and want to feed and kill a lot of people? They don't want to do that, right? They don't want to kill people.
Just to show that you can't come back from the dead, or that to get to Davina because she's been shunned, and to Vincent.
Then they're just as evil as they think Klaus is, because they're killing innocent people.
100%. That's why I don't think that they're acting in sound mind right now. It's weird. I will say, though, because I need to harp on this a little longer, the moment at the bar, the two of them having fun, he didn't have to worry about it. I literally sat there. My face was an inch away from the screen.
Are you serious?
Katie, I think that they're so perfect together. Like, watching her, just her smile and hitting them dancing.
Yeah, they're really cute.
They're so cute. And even Vincent now is like trying to help with it. And when Cole realizes he loves her so much, and after Marcel snaps the neck and he has to run out of town, and then he does it because he loves her. He's never run from anything, and that's why finally we say, like, he made the first right decision in, what did he say, in 200
Forever,
years or something?
since he's known him.
Right. So I do feel like he really does love her. He really tries to do the right thing, but kind of similar to what happened to Cammy when she gets thrown into the room she's not invited to. He leaves town, and once he gets outside the borders, what was that?
Yeah, he's not allowed to leave. That's part of the ancestors' curse they put on him.
I don't get that either.
So he can't leave New Orleans because they're attacking him. The ancestors are from New Orleans, so they're attacking him in there, and they're able to curse him in there.
Yeah.
So it's like a little side note on their curse.
Yep. Yeah. Vincent and Davina need to find a way to figure this out, because if these ancestors get their way, everybody's going to end up dead right now.
Yeah, well, I love that Davina didn't get mad at Marcel either for trying to push Cole. She was just sad, which I think she should be.
As of right now, Katie, I'm sure next week we'll see her and she'll be like, I hate you, Marcel. Why?
But he was doing it out of, and she knew that. I feel like she knew he was doing it out of love. But speaking about Vincent, he's not the regent anymore.
I know he's not, which is nerve-wracking, but I also think it gives him, like, now he can go rogue.
Yeah.
Because when he was the regent, I don't think he was going to be able to just kind of like go off with Davina and really do this damn thing. But I think we're really we're relying on the two of them. It sounds so cheesy, to save the world right now. Like, they need to.
Yeah,
they have to.
They're going to have problems with Van Wyn trying to take out Davina for killing his mom.
I know. That character is getting on my last nerve right
Where
now.
did he go?
I don't even know. I don't even know what happened to him. He's here, he's gone. He was gone forever, and then all of a sudden he pops up right at the most inconvenient time. He's like, yo, Vincent, by the way, that's not going to work, bro. Like, oh, my God.
I know.
So frustrating. Okay, that pretty much covered the episode, though. Let's get to some predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Do you guys see what I'm talking about with the facial expressions? Like, before the word predictions gets out, I know Katie's got something juicy.
I'm so excited because in the previews for next week, we have Cammy saying, I'm going to die because I was bitten. And then she tells Klaus she loves him. And he says, I'm going to tell you I love you tomorrow because I'm going to save you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a little bit of silence on my end right there. Mm-hmm. It was
such a cute moment. I hope that he saves her because, I'm going to be crying next week if he doesn't.
Okay. But story-wise, do you feel like this show would be a better show if he saves her or if he doesn't? You think probably if he does because you're a lover of love.
Yeah. Saves her. Saves her.
No, I like me some angry Klaus, and he's got to get back to Caroline somehow. And 3 years from now, it will all work out.
Yeah, 3 years from now, though, they're not in New Orleans.
Yeah, he's not in New Orleans, and she's with, I don't even want to say it.
Yeah.
I can't even. But, okay, that's a good one. Any other predictions?
Just that there might be another beast besides Lucien.
All right, I could see it. I predict that Cole's going to come back, and even though he said he would never hurt Davina, on accident, something is going to happen, even if it's just like a scratch or a bite or something. And maybe they're going to have to like hide him somewhere, lock him away for a little bit if he can't leave.
I think you're right with that, though, because they can't keep making him almost do it and then not.
Yeah. We have to show that he legitimately has no control. Mm-hmm. Like, he would never hurt her if he could help it. But he might not be able to help it. We'll see there. Do we think that Aurora is going to stay out of the picture for a little bit, or do we think that she's going to come back into play, her or Tristan?
I think she's going to die and come back as what Lucien is. But at that point, we might be on the way, if not have already figured out how to stop them.
All right. Good predictions, Katie. Good predictions. If people want to keep up with you, and if they want to talk to you because they've had a day that is worse than poop on cake, where can everybody find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at Katie E.E. Campbell. That's Katie with 3 E's Campbell. Instagram at Katie Campbell 13 and YouTube.com/Katie Campbell online. I have a vlog.
And don't forget about at the Tiana Hobson. You know what? last week she had you guys all tweet at me, giving me a bunch of hate for not being there. And you were really nice and sweet about it, but I don't know if we should be as nice to her. No, I'm just kidding. She has food poisoning, so let's all be really sweet and tell Tiana to feel better. That's at the Tiana Hobson. I'm at Roxy Striar. We're at AfterBuzz TV, and we will see you here next week, same time, same place.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.